gonna, in the shackles of my feet, so I can cross the stars.
Attitude is something which productivity will require, and a good attitude. So these are conversations which are difficult. Because how do you instill a good attitude? It starts by the kinds of activities that you engage your children in at an early age. What are we teaching our children even in our own homes? How do they see us reacting to challenges? How do they hear us addressing issues? That's what's going to shape their attitude and their mindset.
We want a peace for Jamaica. Yeah. We have to be our brother's keeper. Yeah. Jamaica live good, yeah. I make we enjoy life. Want we feel safe at night. Jamaica live good. I better you and I. No say we future bright. Jamaica live good. Come together as one. I make the violence the world.
10 voices, 5 weeks, 1 mission. Join us for the 2025 season of Jamaica's most popular gospel music show on television. Beginning Sunday, July 6th and continuing every Sunday until our grand finale on Sunday, August 3 inside the Independence Village. Join us as we go in search of Jamaica's next gospel star. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time, and our many other partners.
A new story is being written for all Jamaicans. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation is on a mission to transform lives. From increasing access to potable water, providing secure homes for the most vulnerable, and helping you own a piece of the rock. We're revitalizing communities and preserving our environment. We're making an impact. See the difference. Feel the difference. Building a better Jamaica for you and me.
You can feel it. Make JC.
Me, I go show them my way of justice.
I'm abused.
I need legal advice. I don't deserve this.
The truth of the matter is, justice there for all of we. The Ministry of Justice has trained more than 5,600 persons in restorative justice practices. More than 200,000 victims have been supported by the victim services. Legal aid has reached thousands island-wide. Make we talk it out, not fight it out. Call 888 Justice today.
Do you wish there were a way your community could get funding to improve a school, health center, sports program, and more? There is! It's the Constituency Development Fund. Here are a few things you probably didn't know about the CDF and how you can make it work better for you. The CDF policy promotes citizen participation in community development and protection of taxpayers' funds. It outlines that MPs are to meet with citizens at least once every 2 years to agree on the projects needed. You know, it used to be once a year? We should really go back to that. Projects developed without community consultation are not to be approved by the bipartisan CDF Parliamentary Committee. There are 26 government agencies that implement projects, usually for a small fee. Funds are provided directly from the Office of the Prime Minister to the implementing agency, not through the Member of Parliament. The CDF unit monitors project costs and implementation, so if you have questions about how the CDF are run in your community, contact them. To ensure no one project or community gets all the funds, there are 6 project categories with spending limits for each. There must be no less than 5 and no more than 20 projects each year. To learn more, visit jampja.org to view your MP's CDF info and tell them how this fund has impacted you. If you don't see your MP's CDF reports, then put them under little pressure, man. Call, tweet, email, Ask them when they'll submit it and when is the next CDF meeting. Change is possible. It's already happening. What we need is you. A message from the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, funded by the European Union and the Inter-American Development Bank in partnership with the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
To fight crime and violence in your country, your government has invested over $9.7 billion into national security systems. This includes the construction and renovation of dozens of police stations, the acquisition of critical security equipment such as patrol vessels and police vehicles, the recruitment and training of more police officers, and the build-out of the Jamaica Defense Force. Your government is investing in your safety. We are building Jamaica.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Zoom in on the nutrition facts. It there in the table on the side of the back. If you check out the servings, just do the maths. Not taking too much, finger below the facts. Zoom in on the nutrition facts. It there in the table on the side of the back. Take note of the sodium, the sugars and the fats. 5% and less in the on the right track. You for zoom in on the nutrition facts. It there in the table on the side of the back. Vitamins, minerals and vitamin 2, 20% and more. That good for you. You for zoom in. Check the nutrition facts. You for zoom in. Check the nutrition facts. You for zoom in. Check the nutrition facts. Less sugar, less salt intake and less fat. You for zoom in.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Jamaica Moves, the Heart Foundation of Jamaica, the National Health Fund, and Japan.
Once upon a time in a Caribbean island known for its rich culture, natural beauty, lived a group of people who were buried in piles and piles and more piles of paper. Papers spanning back to the start of time. Then came a bright idea, harnessing technology to work smarter and not harder. The government of Jamaica is improving its operations to serve citizens better. Many services are now available online, and there's more to come. The government of Jamaica, building a better public sector for all.
What you girl? I feel stressed out. 2 months from my baby and a peer problem with breastfeeding. The baby not get enough milk like when I'm in the hospital.
So why you never tell me?
I didn't even know. I not rest. A peer problem with breastfeeding. People keep on telling me something to give the baby bush tea and say it good for him. Then my friend them tell me say if I breastfeed, my breast are gonna drop.
No go so. A 5 hour me breastfeed. I don't know my breast them. No make nobody stress you out. Because if you stress, you're not gonna produce enough milk. I better ask your nurse or your doctor. Me hear them matter about breastfeeding support with our clinic. Then teach the young mothers how to breastfeed properly. And take care of the picnic. Then teach our family to, you know.
I'm going to eat Friday when I go clinic.
And make sure you ask about the breastfeeding support group and join.
Thank you, Mommy. I don't know what me to do without you.
Breastfeeding is an act of love that bonds mothers and babies and provides mothers protection by lowering their risk of developing cervical and breast cancer. Breast is best. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Are you an entrepreneur producing an excellent Jamaican product or service? Did you know you can earn hard currency and more significant returns by exporting? Contact the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce to help propel your business along the export lane.
Everything you can produce, the Jamaicans overseas want it. We're not going to get rich by just bringing down the debt. We're going to get rich by exporting a lot more. So grow exports, create job opportunities, drive economic growth through exports to make Jamaica a richer and much more prosperous country.
I'm Nigel Clark. I'm the Minister of Finance and the Public Service. We want a public service that is fair, a public service that values people, and a public service that delivers high quality services. And in order to do so, we need to transform the public service. Jamaica competes in a global environment. The technology has transformed the way in which the world works. And for us to remain competitive, the public service needs to be in a position to deliver services effectively, efficiently, and in good time.
Brought to you by the Transformation Implementation Unit.
A new story is being written for all Jamaicans. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation is on a mission to transform lives. From increasing access to potable water, to providing secure homes for the most vulnerable, and helping you own a piece of the rock. We're revitalizing communities and preserving our environment. We're making an impact. See the difference. Feel the difference. Building a better Jamaica for you and me.
You can feel it. Make JC.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Your government is empowering you through education, training, and development. That is why we have removed all fees for every Jamaican accessing training through the Heart NSTA Trust. So, whatever you desire training in, food and hospitality, beauty and cosmetology, housekeeping and hotel management, welding, carpentry, masonry, or any of the dozens of programs Heart offers, you can enroll completely free and change your life. We are building Jamaica.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister. Most Jamaicans will tell you corruption in politics is deep-rooted, and I just saw it said, and nothing can do about that. But actually, there is, and another 152 countries are doing it. It's called Asset Declaration, and it works best where citizens themselves understand it and help to ensure the law is enforced. Corruption happens when public officials abuse their power to benefit themselves, family, or associates. Jamaica's Integrity Commission Act was designed to prevent corruption, and here are 5 things you should know. 1. Under this law, every year MPs and senators must report what they earn, own, and owe, and if they don't, they'll be sanctioned. 2. Their report must include the same kind of information for their wife or husband and children. 3. If they get a gift worth more than $100,000 from anyone who's not family, they must declare it. 4. A summary of the declarations of our Prime Minister and opposition leader must be published where the public can read it. 5. Parliamentarians can now be prosecuted by the Integrity Commission. They can be fined up to $2 million or serve up to 2 years in prison if they don't file their declaration or if they give false information, and $500,000 for not filing on time or ignoring requests for information. Unfortunately, our parliamentarians made changes that prevent the public from knowing when they've broken the law or when they're being investigated. We really need to change that. Visit jampja.org to find out more about the Act and to track if your MP is obeying this law. If they're not, JAMP's MP Tracker will help you write, tweet, or call your MP. Ask them, you submit your declaration yet? The Integrity Commission clear you? Let's help the Parliament stay honest. A message from the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, funded by the European Union and the Inter-American Development Bank in partnership with the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica.
Our judges have returned, but before we hear the verdicts from them, Communication Lead at the TIU, Aniki Clark, to present tokens to our team captains. Please come when your team is called. Let's start with the Ministry of Education's teaching service. Judiciary of Jamaica. Next, some round of applause for the Water Resources Authority. Please cheer on the Jamaica Tourist Board. All right, I believe them when they say one tourism now. Let us celebrate the Cannabis Licensing Authority. All right. National Fisheries Authority. Team captain is coming. Up next is the Tourism Products Development Company, TPDCO. I mean, with that wave, I almost thought it was Barack Obama coming into the building, you know. It's Desmond. All right. Welcome and celebrate with me the Universal Services Fund. Next, we have the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce. As she makes noise for herself on the way. Right? And she switches it to being very demure and very mindful to collect the prize. Next up, Bureau of Standards, Jamaica. And they're followed by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. Next, we have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. They make way for the Real Estate Board. Let's then celebrate the National Irrigation Commission. One of our top four. Let's welcome the Statistical Institute of Jamaica. And they'll be followed by the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA. I love how some of you are just putting a little pep in your step. I like it. Next, Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. She's making her way. And then we'll welcome the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency. We'll also now acknowledge the Ministry of Tourism. Now imagine if, because this was just the acknowledgement of participation, you know. All right, welcome to the Jamaica Information Service. And one of our top four again, the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. Placards on the left, placards on the right. And it's not asking for justice, but we're ending with the Ministry of Justice. Well done to all the teams for making this 2025 season such a fantastic competition. Thank you so much, Aniki. And now we have some sectional prizes. I'll invite Miss Maria Thompson-Walters, Executive Director of the TIU, to make these presentations. Our first award is for the most improved team. This goes to the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. Will a representative please come and collect your prize? She seemed absolutely bowled over by that. Congratulations, JNHT. Keep the applause going for them. Well done. All right, so which team displayed the best teamwork? That award goes to the Water Resources Authority. Congratulations. So I imagine we can say that the ideas, the camaraderie, the collaboration was just flowing in that team, right? Good. Now, all the teams were very engaged throughout the competition, right, TIU? Good. However, one team stood out as the most engaged team. That team is the Water Resources Authority again. Please come back and collect your next prize. Congratulations. Okay. So, which team, please stay with us, Maria. Which team was voted as the most popular on TIU's Instagram and Facebook page? The winner of the Fan Favorite Award with a record number of votes, a whopping 1,356 votes. Folks, this award was given last year to a team that had 539 votes. So when we go to 1,356, we know that we got a lot more people paying attention and voting for this team. So this is quite monumental for this competition. The award goes to the team from the Judiciary of Jamaica. Congratulations. All right. I'll announce the award. Okay. The recipients are not here, but we want to tell you that the team that kicked off the registration for the competition, the very first team to register all the way back in March, was the teaching service, right? So, now, this final sectional prize speaks to wit, consistency, and skill. This award is for the most valuable debater of the competition. In addition to a cash prize, this debater will be a member of Jamaica's delegation to the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. And we wish to thank the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade for this prize, which I'm sure the recipient will greatly appreciate. And I invite Ambassador Sheila Seeley Monteith, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, to make this award. And this one goes to four-time best speaker throughout the competition and coming from the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, Andre Bogle. Look at Andre greeting his fans, colleagues, and co-workers. awesome, awesome. Congratulations, Andre Bogle. Another prize being presented by Maria Thompson Walters, TIU's Executive Director. Wow. Maria, one of the things I've observed and I absolutely love is that this competition is even adding to the HR work, by connecting the team so very well and connecting across the ministries, departments, and agencies. That's amazing. Thank you very much. All right. And it is time. Let me now invite Jermaine Barrett, our lead adjudicator, and alongside him, Javon Downey, to the stage to announce the results from the third place playoff, as well as the grand final. Let's make them welcome. So when they get here, the judges are going to report on both matches. And they'll tell you who won, bit by bit. And I don't know either, so I can't give you any clues. And nothing will change Jermaine's mind at this time. But let's welcome them kindly again.
Let me tell you something. Madam Kemisha Swaby, I think she knows the outcome of both matches. She is a debate administrator, adjudicator extraordinaire from back in the day when we used to judge another competition. And it was really wonderful, Kemisha, hearing your summary of the debates, just like old times. A round of applause for Master of Ceremonies. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to turn over to my colleague Javon Downey, who will provide a bit of analysis and announce the results of the third place playoff match.
Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you to present the results of the third place playoff, and it was a very interesting and intriguing match. The motion, for those who missed it, was be it resolved that Jamaica should do more than its treaty obligation in addressing the Haitian migrant crisis. In proposition, we had the National Irrigation Commission, and in opposition, we had the Judiciary of Jamaica. Who do you think won? Well, the results seem to be overwhelming. I will tell you in just a moment. So again, with that motion being debated, here's a brief summary. It is not as detailed of an oral adjudication as you are accustomed to, right? So before we get into the announcement, let me just briefly recap the core points that were brought out on both teams. On side proposition, we got arguments that Jamaica has a moral obligation to help our neighbors. We got arguments that the forefathers of our nation fought to instill some principles that would be betrayed if we did not take up this moral obligation to act, right? And ultimately, when we act on this moral obligation, it bolsters our public image as a country. Those were the strongest arguments that we got coming out of side proposition. On side opposition, we were told, in summary, we are already doing enough. What does this more that the proposition is calling for looks like? They also argued that it would be a disservice to take up additional burden to care for the Asians, and they said it is the responsibility of the global powers such as France and the US that caused the breakdown in the Asian society in the first place to solve it. So those were the key arguments and the most interesting arguments that we got coming out of both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner. Hold your breath. The best speaker, let's get that out the way first. The best speaker comes to us from side opposition. And who do you think the best speaker was? The best speaker was no other person than Joya Kamuzi. The scores for that match, one team ending on 200 and yes. So one team ending on 277 points, and the other team ending on 283 points. The winners of the third place playoff and the third place champions for the public sector debating competition 2025 is the Judiciary of Jamaica.
Congratulations, Team Judiciary. I want you to hang on. Hang on 1 second, 1 second. I love the celebration. May I invite Senator Delano Seavright to assist us with these presentations. Okay. And now we welcome Team Judiciary of Jamaica. Come on up, come on up. It's as it is here, yeah. They have been awarded a prize package of over $500,000, including a cash prize of $275,000. Third place winners, the Judiciary of Jamaica. I like when we keep the energy and the good vibes when people are collecting their awards, you know. We can't have silence. Wonderful presentations. And your big check. So we'll invite our ED, Maria Thompson-Walters, to join the team for a photo, along with Senator Seavright, please. Got to capture the moments. Congratulations. We'll now invite the fourth place winner, because top four is big deal, you know, to the stage for their prize. Their prize package amounts to over $200,000 with a cash prize of $100,000. National Irrigation Commission, please step forward. Presentations being done by Executive Director of the TIU, Ms. Maria Thompson-Walters, as well as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Tourism, Senator Delano Seavright. Accounting for the height differences. Camille, what did you say we were? Short People United? Yes. Big smiles from our top four. Congratulations again to the National Irrigation Commission. All right, we're going back over to the judges now for some more announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the big one. The grand finale of the public sector debate competition. Just to remind you, the teams that contested this match were from, on proposition side, the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, and their opponents were from the Ministry of Tourism. The moot that they contested looked at the question of mental health disorders and issues with mental health, and how do we really solve those issues? What's the best approach? Do we focus on a broad-based societal kind of treatment? Or do we look at the individual and provide a treatment targeted at the individual? As the debate ensued, we got an appreciation of the societal approach as meaning treating with the causative factors, the contributors to mental health disorders, like poverty, like stress, like crime, and so forth. And team proposition contended that these are the issues that, even if it is that you're biologically predisposed to mental health, you're likely to go off the edge because you are in an environment suffering the pressure of these issues, these societal issues. They say to us that they're not trying to provide full solvency to the issue. They're not trying to cure mental health issues, but what they're trying to do is to reduce its occurrence. Team opposition, on the other hand, contends that that kind of approach does not work. They say to us that a more clinical interrogation and treatment of mental health disorders is what is best. They say to us that, one, the deficits that exist in the society right now, where, for example, we have the ratio between psychiatrists and the population at large is far too small. The capacity of the healthcare system to treat with mental health disorders, the percentage of the budget, only 4% being allocated to treating with mental health issues, far too low. And they say what we need is to beef up these mechanisms and thereby solve more effectively mental health issues. Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you, this was a debate befitting the grand finals of this competition. I'll tell you the scores, then I'll tell you the best debater, and then I'll tell you the announcement you want to hear. Who won the match? The scores are as follows. One team ending on 278 points versus a whopping 295 points. The best debater in this grand finals match of the public sector debate competition for 2025 is somebody who has been awarded already, and he gets the designation again. Andre Bogle.
Congratulations, Andre Bogle, as he collects his prize from Maria Thompson Walters. He receives a trophy and a cash prize of $30,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Is there some tension in the air? No? Oh, okay, there's no tension on one side because, you know, people are confident. Judges, over to you to announce the winner of the 2025 Public Sector Debate Competition.
Thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, the Public Sector Debate Competition 2025, the winners of this grand finals contest is a ministry of the government of Jamaica. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the team from the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. Team proposition.
Congratulations to the team from the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. I'd like to invite our second place team, the team from the Ministry of Tourism, to the platform. And Maria Thompson-Walters will be making these presentations. Our second place winner receives a prize package of over $700,000, including a $425,000 cash prize. Now, judging by those scores, we know that these were formidable opponents. Congratulations to our second place winners from the Ministry of Tourism. CTD Dobson is not to be outdone. Thank you, Team Ministry of Tourism. Stay put, hold on. And your big check. All right, round of applause for the team again. We may have momentarily interrupted their celebrations, but I now invite this year's 2025 Public Sector Debate Competition champions, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. The winning team walks away with over $900,000 in cash and prizes. And their check is big. Over $500,000, $575,000 in cash, to be exact. Congratulations, team. The big trophy. Keep the applause going for them, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite something to have emerged as a champion in this very, very rigorous year. So congratulations to the team from the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. More trophies and awards coming your way. Okay, so afterwards, okay. All right. Congratulations, team. Congratulations, team. Congratulations. All right. And as we simmer down a little bit and bring things to a close, I invite Ms. Aniki Clark to give the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't realize it was already 2:45. Can you believe it? It has been a long day, right? But clap yourselves, you've been an amazing audience. We had the pleasure of Minister Bartlett, Minister of State in the Ministry of Tourism, Senator Delano Frank Seabright. He's left. We have CTD Dobson still with us. We have the Chief Justice, heads of entities. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, good afternoon. Today indeed marks another milestone in our shared commitment to transformation through ideas, dialogue, and youthful energy. On behalf of the Transformation Implementation Unit, allow me to express our deepest and most sincere thanks for your presence, participation, and unwavering support of this competition. To the debating teams, you have once again shown us that the public sector is brimming with brilliance. Your poise, preparation, and passion remind us that we are indeed in excellent hands. The intensity of your arguments, the articulation, and the flow of your points, and your devotion to excellence are inspiring. To our champions, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Mining, congratulations on a well-earned victory. To our runners-up, your performance was equally commendable. You have made us all proud. I was rather pleased to watch earlier this week 2 of our former debaters, O'Dane Brooks from the Development Bank of Jamaica and Crystal Paris Campbell of the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, deliver their address as CARICOM Youth Ambassadors at the just concluded Heads of Government meeting in Montego Bay. So indeed, the public sector debate competition sets the platform to propel you for greatness. Heads of entities, supervisors, managers, all, thank you for creating space for innovation and growth. By empowering your teams to participate, you are investing in the future of the public service, and we are indeed grateful. A special thank you to Jade, our partners, for your fairness, discernment, and guidance have enriched the competition immeasurably. Your commitment to nurturing this competition over the years is a cornerstone of integrity and success. To the organizing committee, comprising members of the TIU communication team and Jade, our partners, Jade, I am in awe of your quiet diligence and thoughtful orchestration. Every detail bore your fingerprints, from the logistics to the ambiance. You made it seem effortless, but we know it was anything but. And thank you, Kamisha, for ably guiding today's proceedings. And a sincere thanks to all our suppliers. We could not have done this without you. The decorators, the caterers, sound engineer, production teams, and streaming partners. Your contributions enhance both the experience and the professionalism of the competition. Finally, I must thank Team TIU, our biggest cheerleaders, led by our Executive Director, Maria Thompson-Walters. Your continued support for this transformative initiative is both powerful and affirming. Thank you for believing in what this competition represents, a vibrant, capable, and forward-looking public sector. As we bring this year's competition to a close, I thank each and every one of you once more, not only for being here today, but for walking this journey with us. Your presence and encouragement amplify the value of this initiative. May the enthusiasm and excellence on display today inspire continued growth, collaboration, and pride in the public service. Thank you for being a part of something truly meaningful. To our viewers online, thank you for your company, and for those of you in this room, please ensure that if you are not following us on social media, that you take out your phones, you go to Facebook, our handle is TIU Jamaica, and on Instagram and X, it is TIU_Jamaica. I expect at least 20 new followers. And until we meet again, keep debating, keep serving, and most importantly, believing in transformation. Have a lovely rest of the afternoon.
Thank you so much, Aniki. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we bring the curtains down on the 2025 staging of the Public Sector Debate Competition. You've been an amazing audience. You caught that response moment? I love that. It has been my pleasure being with you. I'm Kamisha Swaby, and I now invite you to the Rocksteady for lunch. Do enjoy. Oh, and our top 4 teams, please collect your cake, because you do get to celebrate and give a sweet thank you to all the people who have been here to support you as well. So please come and collect your cake, so you just have some extra dessert. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It has been a pleasure. Have a great rest of the day.
Changing the world and the way we function. The youths united against corruption. Changing the world and the way we function. You remember the youth, them are with future leaders, policy creators, decision makers. As if them are not just the cornerstone, but a crucial part to a better tomorrow. United against corruption. Changing the world and the way we function. The youths united against corruption.
Message from the Integrity Commission.
Washing your hands properly can help keep you and others safe. Remember to wash often, especially before eating or touching your face.
We want a peace for Jamaica. Yeah, yeah. We have to be our brother's keeper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jamaica live